Thank you for visiting our channel. Today I came out to review and also quick unbox this awesome looking M.2 drive. This is called IG740-PRO and this is industry grade. It is 2 terabyte and it is going up to 7400 megabits read and write. This is done by a company called ORICO. And I have to mention that this is really cool of how everything has been put together. So let's go through, unbox it, and also going to test it out. I do not want to forget, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, click the subscribe button. Make sure you share this with your friends and family. Make sure you click the notification icon, select all in order to get notified once we have a new video out. On top of that, if you have a question, drop them at the bottom of the video. We love to help you out ASAP. And don't forget to click the like button. It really motivates us to make these type of videos quickly with a little more detail every time. In here are all the components that are part of the box. It comes with a user manual that is really in different languages, as you can see. But once you go to one side of it, it is all in different language. And then once you go inside, which is going to be upside down, then it's going to be mixed again. So it finishes around here. Then it's going to go to English. It talks about the package features, what you can do, how you should be able to connect it, and more. It's all going to be right over here. So it does come with this little screw, which is a really cool thing to have. Now this is what you're going to connect to the motherboard. If yours, when you take it out, it fell and you could not find it, there is an extra one right over here. It does come with a screwdriver so that we do not have to look for any, and it does have their logo on the top. This part is rollable too, but I have to mention that this is a Phillips screwdriver, very fine and very tiny. It also comes with this little heat sink. Yes, it has their name on it. It is golden, and where the screw goes and the other side that goes in, you do have the thermal paste that is going to be connected on top, so that way it does really going to connect this and it will keep it really low in temperature. And you do require that unless your motherboard do have it, then you don't have to worry. This is the part that the screw will go through, and then I have this little sticker on the top. It does have their model number, the information on it, but once you go to this side, this is the connection. So make sure that you have the proper one when you are connecting. And then when you flip it on the back, it does have the serial number and also the information about this on what you should be really looking for when you are connecting this. So make sure that is correct before you shove it inside of the motherboard. Make sure that is the correct one, except that you can damage this. I really like how they have designed it. Let's go next connecting and showing you how that's done. So since we have processed this on a regular PC and it didn't work out, I am trying to open my laptop, and we're going to use that as an upgrade since the regular M.2 that we have is going bad. So we're going to use this and then we're going to upgrade it. And then just to show you, the hard drive is bad. Here's a little picture, and then now we are going to totally take it out, and then once we did all the process, we're going to upgrade it. In this part of the video, we will be connecting the .M2 2 terabyte on a mini stick, and then that way we can connect it with USB to see exactly what type of numbers we will be getting. So number one is to make sure it is working. So for that, we will go here. Now this has not been discoverable yet. So this is Windows 11 as I'm using right now. We're going to say show more, go to manage. Now this is totally just connected to make sure that this is functioning right. So once you go to it, you should be able to see the 2 terabyte hooked up right over here, and this is connected via USB. We will partition it. That's number one, and then we will name it. So there you go. That's the maximum size that you can see, and we will leave it as that size. We're going to give it the letter E, and then the volume part, we're going to say ORICO 2T. So that way we know which one it is. We're just going to name it O and then 2T. So that means 2 terabyte. Click next and finish. Now it will go ahead, select, and it will show up on our hard drive, which should be right over here. And it already showed up and it's already been, there you go. So I know that it doesn't show the full size, but this is the size that it will show. So we will right click and we're going to say open. So this way it is opened, and now we're going to move a file to see exactly how good it will go through and grab it. So there are a few of them that I'm going to select, and then I'm going to move this inside of the SSD to see how fast it will go through. And you can see that it is going about 30 megabits of download, which is really cool. Now the next thing we're going to do is load Crystal Disk. So as you can see, our Crystal Disk, our main drive, is really good. Right now it says 0 hours, 4 counts, SSD. Right now everything is running, but it's 100% right now. Another SSD when we installed a few years ago, and you can see that right now it is going bad. And yes, it has been up for a very long time, and it's about 51% temperature. This one is 34. So that's what we're trying to do, is copy everything out of this one. We're going to move it to this one. This is a regular partitioned, or should I say, this is a regular mechanical hard drive, but this is going to be .m2, and that's what we're trying to process. And once it's done, we're going to test it more to see how good this will do the job for us. And now we are copying everything from the C drive, which is our 447 gigabyte, to 1.6 terabyte, which is 2 terabyte. So the first one was 450 gigabyte into this. And now it will ask us to reboot and give it a shot. Now that means it's just going to go to BIOS and then try it. And now in this part is just copying everything from the main drive onto the external drive that we're going to replace it with. And now it's time to take the old M.2 hard drive out and then install the new one and make sure the thermopaste is on, and then the covering, so that way it will keep the main M.2 that we're replacing with cool. Alright, so now once we did the upgrade and we did all of the hula hoops to go through to make sure that our laptop is up and running, I have to mention that we tried this first with our computer. So here you go. I do not want to waste time, and let's just go to it. Now, since the new one is installed, as you can see, this is my C drive now, and it is called ORICO on the top, and it says that it's 2 gigabyte. I'm very happy that it's up and running. The temperature is really good, and the standing is really good. Now this one is a mechanical hard drive which came with the laptop. I did not remove it, but here you go. This is also in good condition, and it's 30 Celsius, which is a really good number, by the way. Now that's not the only thing. You can see the runtime right now is 2 hours because I just revive it, installed, and just go through it, which is a really good thing to see the benchmark. So here you go. Again, when you see the read part of it, it's about 29, and when you see the write part of it, it's about 3,200. But we have tried it many times, but we're only going to use the 1 gigabyte part of it in order to see exactly how it is. And here is the truth. This is how it really is and how it really looks. Again, it's not bad. I really like it, but here you go. This is how it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select my C drive, and there you go. And then I'm just going to make a quick folder in there. So this way we have everything running, and just going to say test. And why I did this is from the network. So I have about 2.5 gigabyte, and this is a little older folder, and yes, it's called Buzz TV. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move this from network onto this and see exactly how many megabytes it will say when we're just drag and dropping the files. Again, it's on a network and we're moving it. So let's just go here from our true NAS. And now when you look at it, it's about 90 megabit of transfer. Remember that when we had it on USB, we had about 30. But now when we are on the actual server and we're moving files, it's a lot faster, which is really good. Again, this is something that we're looking for and what we want to get out of this. But again, there is some compatibility issues. I already informed them about it, and I am very cautious because my computer is not cheap, so I had to make sure everything is done accurately. But while installing it, just boom, gone. Well, here you go. This is really cool. It really worked out. So this was the video. All the links will be available at the bottom of the video, except that this was our take. I hope you guys like our video. If you do like it, click the like button, subscribe button on the top, comment on the bottom. Always remember to visit our own website, which is xctex.info. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and other social networking places, and thank you.